Hi guys out there, my name is Michael Hamilton, software testing professional. Recently I've been focusing on is disruptive technologies, and particularly around Australia at the moment. What I'm finding is the unmanned vehicle industry, or drones that is making a large impact commercially on a lot of industries. A couple of months ago, I discussed the use of air drones, for example, and what their use was and what the impact or the growth in that industry. Recently, I've been working with the Unmanned Association of Australia, those drone industries, and some other local companies, and talking about how they make the quality drones that would go through marine or underwater. So it's been a big, massive remit around that. Now, insurance companies and fishery departments or departments around the world, and also here in Australia, are looking at ways of using marine drones to help cut their costs down the way they service the marine land, for example, fisheries, especially where they find fish areas and all those kind of things. So I like to send drones out to go and check these areas out before they send boats out there, helicopters, all sorts of expensive operational equipment and people, for example. So there's a big, massive investment in change looking at this area. From my point of view, as a software testing professional, what I care about the most when using this technology is making sure it works when it goes out to sea or when it's been deployed. So looking at these things, for example, you need to also make sure the software that drives these things is tested adequately before you take it out to field trials. It can be quite expensive to also go out to the field and test it all the time. You want to make sure you simulate these conditions. For example, if a drone goes out to sea and it tries to interact with sea animals or people swimming, high currents, polluted water, for example, security, people trying to sabotage the machine or access it or redirect it. All sorts of scenarios need to be tested. So in order, you look at do it in a lab on a computer, do it in a simulated lab in a pool or something, and then take it out to real conditions as a rule of thumb. So it wouldn't necessarily happen that order, maybe sometimes, depending on what access to land and sort of marine services that you're providing. It's very important to understand these type of scenarios to make sure that you're advancing the highest quality. I personally wouldn't purchase this equipment if it wasn't tested correctly and shown evidence and proof of that. Government departments, for example, around the world will want to purchase a large amounts of these drones to change the way they do things. So it's very important that companies get it right from the start before they try and sell these things as commercial operations and not just hobbies anymore. So if you've got any questions around this, please feel free to send some information through. Be happy to answer your questions. Otherwise, have a very nice night. Thanks, guys.